Hey everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I've got a bit more of a spring inspired makeup tutorial to show you guys. I really enjoy this, and obviously down in Australia we're not in spring at the moment, so this is for all my northern hemispherian subscribers. So as per usual, I'm going to start out by priming using my L'Oreal base Magique primer, and I'm just going to pop this over my entire face so that our foundation looks flawless and quite moisturized. Then for our foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Dream Wonder foundation, which I recently purchased and I quite like. I'm going to very unhygienically apply that to my face straight from the container, and then to get that all over my face evenly, I'm going to use a kabuki brush. And just to quickly give you a little bit of info about this foundation in case you haven't heard about it, it is really buildable and quite a nice foundation, but not recommended to those people with dry skin. And to conceal, I'm going to use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I know I use this a lot in most of my tutorials, but it's the only concealer that matches me really well when I'm pale, and it just works wonders, so I love it. So I'm just blending that in with the warmth of my finger, and I'm really sorry I keep using my rude finger to blend. And then for powder, I'm going to use the Revlon Age Defying powder in translucent because it's such a nice powder for those people with fairer skin, and I'm just popping that all over my face, mainly concentrated in my T-zone. Then to contour, I'm going to use my Nars Paloma contour because it's fantastic for those people like myself who are a bit paler. So I'm just popping that on my cheekbones, and I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not, it's alright. And then I'm just popping that on my temple and my nose and underneath my bottom lip. So just all the usual places that you would personally contour. And then for blush, I'm going to use the Simpsons Collection Sideshow You blush, which is by MAC, and I love this, it's so pretty. Oh, I love it to death, and I'm just going to apply that on an angled brush to my cheekbones, and then I'm just going to blend that back towards my hairline. Now to get that nice glow, I'm going to use the Napoleon Perdis Ultimate Contour Palette, and I love this. I'm going to use that lovely highlight shade at the bottom on a fan brush. I'm just going to apply that to my cheekbones and blend that up a little bit towards my temples, but I mainly concentrate that onto my cheekbones. And to finish off our face, I'm going to use the Models Prefer Finale Makeup Setting Spray. I'm still testing this out, so I don't know how well it is, and I was absolutely terrified of using it because it was such a cold day, so it like froze my face. Then I'm just going to comb out my brows, and everyone obviously does them differently, so I just use the Sigma Brow Duo, and I use it in dark brown. So I don't do my brows in any specific way, I kind of do it differently every time I do it. I just like to fill them in and nice and dark and thick. And this here is one of my favourite products at the moment. It's the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, and it's fantastic for setting your brows and adding little fibres and making them look a bit more thicker, which is obviously all the rage right now. So I'm just popping that through my brows to make them look a bit bigger and bushier. So to get started on the fun part, I'm going to take NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and Milk, and I'm going to start smudging that all over my eyelid as an eyeshadow base. And this is just going to make my eyeshadow stick and make it look more vibrant. So for our lid colour, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild palette, which looks very spring-like, and I'm going to take that main highlighted champagne shade and pop that all over my eyelid. Then I'm taking that dark green, which has flecks of black in it, and I'm popping that through my outer V area and in my crease area. I did not expect it to come out so dark, but it did, so we're just going to roll with it. Then once we've placed that shadow where we want it, I'm just going to start blending that out because we do not want it to have any harsh lines whatsoever. Next we're taking that brown bronze shade in the bottom left hand corner and I'm placing that over where I placed the green. Again, it came out pretty dark, so yeah, it didn't really come out exactly how I wanted it, but I'm pretty happy overall with it. It just looks a little bit more dark and smoky than what I originally planned. And then of course, because it did come out so dark, you do want to spend quite a lot of time blending that out because with the darker shades, it can look a little bit bad if it's quite blocky. So I do want to make sure it's really nice and blended out. So we're going to get started on the colour of the eyes, and I'm just using this green eyeliner, and then I'm going to go in with this NYX eyeshadow in Mermaid Green, and it is such a lovely shade, and I'm going to start placing that on my bottom lash line and smoking that out. Then to blend our lower lash line in a tad, I went in with that champagne colour and blended it out, and it gave it a little bit of a gradient colour, which I really like, so it turned out quite well. Then we're going to grab that same highlight we used on our face by Napoleon Perdis, and we're going to apply that to our brow bone as our brow highlight. And for our inner corner highlight, I'm going to use this Chi Chi eyeshadow stick in Barberella, which has a little bit of a goldness to it, so it works really well with the green. And then we're going to start on the eyeliner. So I'm using this Super Liner Blockbuster by L'Oreal, and it looks really hard to use because it has such a thick tip to it, but it's actually one of the easiest eyeliners I've ever used, and it is just so amazing and it has never dried out. So I'm just going to do your generic winged eyeliner look, and I'm also going to drag that wing down pretty far in our inner corner. So for my personal favourite part, I'm going to pop on some lashes, and I'm just going to use a pair of tweezers to apply them. It makes it a little bit easier, and these are by Socialize and they're called Minx 2.0, and honestly I think I found a new favourite pair of lashes. These are stunning, a little bit harder to apply because the lash band is so thick, but oh my god, these are just the most incredible lashes I've ever used. I'm just obsessed. For our bottom lashes, I'm going to use the Covergirl Lash Perfection Mascara in brown, and that's just going to keep it quite still vibrant in the under eye area and not block out that colour and still look quite natural. But for our top lashes, I'm going to use my Essence Mascara in black. So I'm just going to blend my natural lashes in it with the Socialized lashes. And for the lips, of course, the finale, I'm going to use Lime Crime's Cashmere because I just could not pass it up. I feel like it works with the eyes so well, and it's my favourite lip colour at the moment. And you guessed it, I'm going to overdraw my lips using Amuse's lip pencil in natural because I just can't pass up overdrawing my lips. It's obviously all personal preference and you do not have to do that, but it's just something I love to do. And that is our spring makeup tutorial finished. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you do create it, then definitely tag me on Instagram or Facebook. I would love to see. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already because it means a lot to me, and I really love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video hopefully. Bye.